Hello, my students, how are you? Today we'll talk about square roots about complex number. Look at this example. What if you want square root about 2 plus 2 multiplication root 3 by I? First, we must find r. r equals square root about 2 power 2 equal 4 plus 2 root 3 power 2 equal 4 times 3 equal 12. 12 plus 4 equals 16. Square root about 16 equal 4. Then r equal 4. And theta, we can write tan theta will be equal y over x, 2 root a 3 over by 2. The result will be root 3. Then theta will be shifted tan root 3 equals 60 degree. It will be by over 3. Then we can write this number here, write by trigonometric function here. Form about trigonometric form, write r4 here outside, and let this will be z will be equal this expression equals z equal 4 multiplication by cosine this angle by over 3 plus I multiplication by sine by over 3. Okay, and then we want to find square root about z. Square roots meaning z power half. Square root about 4 equal 2 multiplication by cosine this angle by over 3. It means 60 multiplication plus 2 multiplication by r over what? Over 2 plus I multiplication by side 60 plus 2 by r over 2. And then we must put r will be equal what? 0 and 1, right? R equals 0, then z1 equal 2 multiplication by cosine 60 plus 0 equals 60 divided by 2 equals 30 plus I multiplication by 30, or z2 if you put 1 here, 2 pi 360 plus 60 divided by 2, 360 plus 60 equal 420 divided by 2 equal 210. 210 cosine 210 plus I multiplication by sine 210. Angle here equal 30 and here 210. Or you can solve this example by another method. R equal what? Equal 4. And then you can write square root about this expression by z will be equal, we have two solutions about this example. Write positive or negative, and write square root about r will be 4. 4 minus or plus 4 plus 2 divided by 2 plus I multiplication by square root about 4 minus 2 over 2. The result will be positive or negative. 4 plus 2 6. 6 divided by 2 equal 3 root 3 plus I, and here 2 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 2 divided by 2 1. The result will be root 3 plus I, positive or negative. Okay, and then you can complete, write positive multiplication this, or negative root 3 negative I. And look at here about graphic. If we have a circle here, we have this point 1 and 0, and 0 and 1, negative 1 and 0, and this point 0 and negative 1. We know sine theta, it's reverse to second order, and the second order here, and first order will be cosine theta. Okay, and we have here 1 and negative 1, and here I and negative I here about angle. And you must know cubic root about 1, it will be 1 and omega square. What the difference between omega and omega square? Omega, it's meaning negative half plus root 3 over 2 multiplication by I, and omega square equal negative half subtract by root 3 over 2 multiplication by I. And we must know 1 plus omega power 2 equals 0. and the difference between them here, omega subtracted by omega power 2, it will be positive or negative root 3 I. And you must know I power 2 equal negative 1. And we must know omega plus omega square, it will be negative 1. You can moving 1 to right hand side here to cancel it to find the result. And you must know the difference between them. If we subtract omega and omega square, or omega square by omega, the result will be positive or negative root 3 multiplication by I. And what about if the teacher uses example 5 plus 5 omega, the result will be negative 5 omega square. And what about 3 omega squared plus 3 omega, it will be negative 3. Okay. And what about 7 plus 7 omega plus 7 omega square, it will be equal 0. And what about 9 plus 3 omega plus 7 omega square? We can write 9 here equal 3 plus 6. Okay, write 6 plus 3. This example, okay? 3 here, 6 plus 3 equal 9 plus 3 omega, and 7 omega squared will be 3 omega square plus 4 omega square. We can add them, right? 6 here, 3 plus 3 omega equal negative 3 omega square plus 3 omega square plus 4 omega square here. We can cancel them. The result will be 6 plus 4 omega square. And you can complete it by write 6 here equal 2 plus 4 omega square. Write 2 here and 4 plus 4 omega square, it will be negative 4 omega. Okay, it's the end of the example here. Omega power 3 equal 1. Omega power 4 equal omega. Omega power 5 omega square. Omega power 6 will be omega power 3 multiplication by omega power 3 equal 1, because 6 can divide it by 3. And what about omega power 7? It's meaning over omega power 6 multiplication omega, the result will be omega. And omega power 8, it will be omega power 2. Omega power 9, it will be 1, because 9 can divided by 3. And what about omega power 10? It will be omega. Again, omega power 3 equal 1. Omega power 4 equal omega. Omega power 5 equal omega square. Omega power 6 equal 1. Write 1 here. Omega power 7 equal omega. Omega power 8 equal omega square. Omega power 3 equal 1. Omega power 10 equal omega. Okay. Again, omega power 3 equal 1, because omega power 3, it's meaning omega by omega by omega. Omega power cubic about cubic root about 1 equal 1. Omega power 4 equal 1. 4 equal 1 times omega equal omega. Again, omega power 3 equal 1. Omega power 4 equal omega. Omega power 5 equal omega square. Omega power 6 equal 1. Omega power 7 equal omega. Omega power 8 equal omega square. Omega power 9 equal 1. Omega power 10 equal omega.